Well, good morning. You'll be pleased to know there's not going to be any typing watching me struggle to type stuff out in this in this diary entry. Today I've decided that I'm going to set up the ImGui window so as I can get some feedback and interact with the screen. The screen seems to be operating roughly as I want it to at the moment. So I've added these for him so I can create the information in here that ImGui requires to set up, like I think it's to set up an instance of the window it's going to produce. This will set up a font. I've decided I've added a font to kind of like the font comics script, Comic Sans, and I've added that in because it just looks cool in my opinion. Then we have to create a new frame, so that's creating the new frame, and then we have to actually, I think these are in the wrong order because really you're creating the window. This is the little window that I've created here, and then this is the render, to create the render loop. That's then been added here, and it's important in which order it goes in. So you add the new frame, and then you add the ImGui window, and then obviously you have to render it. I've also added some shutdown stuff to clean up the ImGui on shutdown. So that's gone into me shutdown thing with the GLF terminate as well. In here I've added a float, my colour, really original name. I'll work on that as I get better, if I ever get better. And then in here I've had to add this line of code here, which is what basically calls this piece here, which is the setup piece to start with. That's needed first in there, and then basically there was no squiggly red lines anywhere. I have tested it, so this should work. It shouldn't be too embarrassing. When I click the go button, we get an error. That wasn't planned for. Oh, I know what this is going to be. This is because for some reason my antivirus software hates me. And it wants me to delete that before I can run it. How embarrassing. Never mind. And there we go. We get our lovely little ImGui window. A couple of things I've got to work on. I've got to work on how to get rid of it saying debug window and give it a proper name. I just put these on there to give it a bit of something to do. I have, however, because I like to do something childish, done that so I can now change the background colour as and when I like, which is I think quite cool. It's taken me about 8 hours to fathom all this out. It's been really interesting. If anybody watches this and you are actually interested in learning this, there's a bloke called the Cherno, and he's got some really interesting and tutorials. The downside is he goes so fast it's almost impossible to keep up with him if you're somebody like me that really struggles with reading stuff and typing stuff. But he's really good. He knows his stuff. That's where I entered the information to change the background colour with me really badly named float. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching if you did.